I wrote a scathing editorial to the newspaper, kind of laying out what I thought would happen. You'll bring in a new leader, A, B, and C will happen, and everything will crumble. My thinking was, no, hell no, we can't go there. This just cannot happen, period. Our former president, Bobby Darling, came in and said, look, I'm not going to sign on for this SIG grant unless you all are behind it. But the bottom line is, do you want to take the bull by the horns and do it with $6 million and be at the forefront of it, or do you want to let this change happen to you? So today I'll be talking about document 1, document 2, but historical documents, right?
I was hired to be the principal at Peoria High in the spring of 2011 and started that fall. I personally had a lot of challenges in that I was going to be new to the high school, first year principal, as well as trying to transform a high school that was failing.
I remember looking for students that were carrying books. You didn't see much of that. You saw an awful lot of foolishness. You saw an awful lot of students messing with each other.
The teachers were basically trying to stay alive individually, trying to figure out how to do some teaching with some integrity. This was the pride of the city, and to watch it dissolve itself into not something that they were very proud of, and they were very, very worried about it. I think Peoria was very typical, but a tough example of somebody having slowly given up the engagement of students.
With the SIG grant, one of the criteria is you have to choose a lead partner. We did not want a company who said, okay, here's all the things you're going to do, because that is not sustainable, because once they're gone and the dollars are gone, what do you have left?
These SIG grants are given across the country to external consultants and schools that are struggling. Almost everybody in the country comes in through the administration, spends millions of dollars on professional development with the faculty. And I think the uniqueness that we really at least try to implement is that we really believe that it has to be this profession of teaching, and this profession of teachers and its organized labor group needs to take the lead.
The CEC philosophy fit hand in hand with ours, that they don't believe in top-down model, and neither do we.
Brett was going to be in charge of getting this grant written, choosing the teachers for it, etc. And I wasn't planning to take part in it because I had been so vehemently opposed to it, and I figured I better just stay back a while and lay low. But he plopped me and several others right on that grant writing committee. And for those of us who were maybe in between or on the line, it very quickly shifted our thinking from, is this a good idea or isn't it, to, wow, suddenly I'm in charge of transforming a school.
Once he saw that it was not going to be dictated by the district, and we were truly controlling our own destiny as far as what the grant would entail.
That was a whole different ball game.
And that's when teachers started to really see that this wasn't just going to be, we're going to throw money at a problem, we're actually going to do some hard work.
You have the staff on a daily basis working with CEC and others to put a plan together. They had to build in extra time for both adults to have some of this reflection collaboration time, as well as students to have extended learning time. So early on, the union had to work with the district as well as the school to figure out how that time would occur.
Peoria High School with the SIG grant would be doing things and asking things of their teachers that all other schools in the district wouldn't. So to protect them and to protect the teachers, as well as also to protect the district, you develop an MOU or a Memorandum of Understanding.
The way I looked at it is, your contract is gospel. You don't change it. You don't write these MOUs and all this stuff over here, because that's a slippery slope. And once you give up some rights at this school, it's a slippery slope to giving them up at other schools. It was, as far as I was concerned, off the table.
The union certainly could have said, no, we're not going to do this. But the union recognized there are some things that need to happen to help make Peoria High School a better school.
And some really good union leaders in that building would talk, have hard, tough conversations with their own colleagues about bringing them along. And the staff came along with them, in part because I think the union endorsed it, encouraged it, and helped problem solve when they got stuck on anything that didn't make sense.
Got it to the point where we thought it was ready, CEC thought it was ready, the district thought it was ready. When we took our team down to Springfield for the State Board of Education to interview us, you know, I had my Muhammad Ali poster up in my classroom, but that's kind of the approach we took. We're going to go in here and it's going to be a 1-2 punch and we're going to get this grant.
It was kind of the first time that we all got to own it in front of someone else.
I was very honest with them and told them why I was really opposed to these grants, but why I knew this one would work.
We really knocked it out of the park. We really did.
I'll never forget the ride home because Brett and I, you know, were loosening our ties. It was like we had, you know, just been in a prize fight and had knocked out the opponent. I mean, we pretty much knew we have this grant. You know, it's ours.